So many people are working from home right now. If that's you, I'm going to show you really quickly how to go from this to this in just a couple of short minutes with a couple of quick tips I have on working from home and setting up your home office. I've actually got kids playing in the background. You can't even hear them. I'm going to show you that tip too. Keep watching to find out more.
Okay, so if you are one of the hundreds of thousands, not millions of people that are working from home, having to use video calls, Google's telling their people they need to work from home, Zoom stock is taking off because a lot of people need to use Zoom for meetings but don't want to do it in person. So I thought I'd show you my setup real quick and hopefully give you some ideas on how you can improve your setup and still look good at your home office, especially when you're on a Zoom call or a WebEx meeting. Okay, so here is the same setup you saw at the very beginning. A couple of things. I use a MacBook Pro. It's nice and easy to carry around and also give me all the functionality I need. I have a Google Home, which I use to listen to music and see the cameras in the house. I also use the AirPods Pro. I'll put a link to a video there. I actually put that on an airplane test and it was incredible, the results. I use that for taking a lot of phone calls. And you also see I have what's called a Hue Go light. And this is a great light. I didn't buy it for this purpose, but I ended up using it quite a bit. The most important part about your home office setup is actually the lighting and the camera placement. And so I'll talk a little bit more about the lighting and camera placement in just a second, but the Hue Go is a great addition. You can also see I also have a special camera. The first shot that you saw on the video was actually my MacBook Pro camera. And the angle is really tough to get the right way, and it's just not a good use of a camera. So I have an upgraded camera. This is a Logitech Brio. It's great. It's actually 4K, has a lot of cool features to it, but it's another great way to improve your home office setup. Now, one of the most important things besides lighting is where your camera is. Now, if you look at this diagram here, this is me from the side, you can see that my eyes are looking just below the camera. And this is key to make it look like you're actually looking in the camera and looking at where you're looking at the screen in front of you. You can see if I look off to my left, I'm looking down. That gives you that dreaded double chin look, and no one looks flattering doing that. So don't do that. I recommend getting an external monitor, putting it on an arm or even on a stand, and making it so you can place that camera at just above eye level, so it looks like you're looking in the camera when you're talking to people, even if you're looking at them on the screen. Okay, let's talk about lighting real quick. The key is to have as much diffused light as you can. Here's my office again, nothing fancy. I have that Hue Go light down there at the bottom that I talked about, but I also have two really big windows outside. And diffused light is your friend here. It makes you look nice and bright without giving you weird shadows. I have a light up above me, which also diffuses more light. And I also recommend having a light or two behind you. Mine are borderline too bright, but helps just give you a little bit more definition. The key here, once again, is as much diffused light as you can. Having something like a Hue Go light where you don't have light directly in front of you helps. Windows help, and then some definition behind you with some lamps also can help. But don't look like you're in a dungeon. Make sure it's as bright as possible. Not only helps keep you awake, but helps you look good on camera. Okay, the next big thing you should worry about and think about is your audio. Now, I work from home. I've got 2 kids and a wife and a dog, and things can get a little bit noisy. So I recommend some noise canceling headphones. The absolute best is the Bose 700 series, which I am wearing right now. I can barely hear anything else around me. I did an airplane test with the Bose versus the AirPods, which I'll link below. The AirPods Pro are actually incredible if you're going to buy just one set of headphones and not worry about price. That's what I would recommend. But at the very least, you need some headphones and you need a microphone. And the microphone can be built in the headphones, but that just stops there from being that weird feedback of hearing yourself on the other line because they have a weird echo setup. They're not using headphones. The other thing you can do, and I highly recommend it, this is a pro tip, is install Krisp. Now, Krisp, K-R-I-S-P, is a great thing that allows you to not only noise cancel the noise that you're making, but also the noise on the other end. If someone's, at an airport and talking, you can use this to cancel their noise on their end. It's pretty incredible. Okay, one other quick tip for you. Zoom has a cool feature called Touch Up My Appearance. It's super subtle. It's in the settings. You click this and it changes your appearance a little bit. So here's what it looks like turned off. And then here's what it looks like turned on. Now it's got a very, very subtle look. The smoothness of my face turned off and on. Okay, a couple other quick tips. Start at the same time every day. Doesn't matter if you can work earlier or later, just start at the same time every day. That helps me quite a bit. Next is, if you can and your kids are around, have lunch with your kids. You're gonna have lunch at work anyway. You're gonna go out to eat, have lunch with your kids. It's literally the highlight of my day sometimes. Another thing, get something like a Casper board. It's a great board that allows you to keep moving while you're on calls, while you're standing at your standing desk, and move around. I also have a mat on underneath. And the last thing is, pretend like you're on ESPN. I wear shorts almost every single day and a nice button-up top. I kind of feel like I'm on ESPN. What other tips do you have for surviving this new work-at-home normal? If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below. Be sure to give us the thumbs up. And we look forward to talking to you real soon. Hopefully you're staying happy, healthy, and safe. We hope you have a great day.